Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Now, as I said yesterday, we're fully booked up again this week, which is super nice. Love it that the bands are wanting to skip the queue in that way. But today, the band that we've got on the channel have been with the channel since December 2020, which is a while ago now. I really love it that we've got a few bands like that now who've stuck with the channel since they were first on the show back in the early days, and now we're still going 3 or 4 years down the line. Very, very cool. Today's band is called Pembridge. These guys are melodic hardcore, hailing from Toledo, Ohio. I want to quickly show you this picture on their Instagram, which looks really cool. This is going to be from the video that we're going to check out today. But yeah, I really like that aesthetic. Looks great. The track that they want us to show, but we are going to look at 2 tracks today, is called Vital Impetus. They've gone all out on this one and made a really high quality, dope video. Looking forward to seeing that thing in it as well. So let's give this one a spin. There you go, straight away. Cool. That's handy. Cool. Drums sound great. Nice glittery bass. Getting a good tone out of those sticks. Cool. Dope.
hard to please you every year. I don't want to make you blue, but you need a talking to.
Great job on the video. Looked as high quality as any band out there. Got a nice filter and kind of thing on the lens to make it look cool. Shadowy, high contrast, looks great. Makes it look professional and high quality. That monster looked cool in the video as well. I enjoyed that. Yeah, nice one. These guys remind me of my heyday, kind of mid-2000s, late 2000s-y stuff, melodic hardcore. Used to love bands like this, and you don't hear as much of it anymore. You know, it kind of moved into more kind of melodic metalcore and stuff like that, and left this stuff behind. So really nice to still hear bands rocking this kind of sound, rocking this vibe, but with a more modern sound and a more modern mix, and, you know, just with a bit more of a crisper sound to it than what we had back in kind of the early 2000s. So yeah, really, really nice. Great video, as I say, to go with it. Really kind of just, I just love music videos. That's why I do the video. You know, we're not just spinning the audio on this channel. I really want to see music videos as well. And when bands come through, how many followers? These guys have got 73 subscribers, and yet they've thought about it and gone out and made a whole really high quality video to go with their high quality track. And that's the full package then, you know. They can ship that about all the different channels that they want to, that are on YouTube. They can send it to, you know, the web zines and stuff, and they can host the video as well. And it just shows that this band is coming across, even though they've not got tons of followers, they're coming across with the quality and the standards as if they had tens of thousands of followers. I really respect it. I think it's super, super dope. You never used to see it in the past. Amateur bands were real amateur bands with demo cassettes that were recorded on a 4-track. And, you know, there was a real kind of cavernous gulf between an amateur band and a professional band, because it was the professional bands that had the money to make videos like this, to have the professional sound from a studio. And I was looking on their page as well. I think these guys do their own mixing and mastering, because it says mix and mastered at Pembridge Studios. So it's either a studio with the same name as them, but I guess it's their studios. So really nice that they're doing that as well. So man, high quality all round, and love to see it from a band who haven't got tens of thousands of subscribers and followers, but are acting like they have. They say part of being successful is acting successful. These guys have got it nailed. We're going to check out a lyric video that they've got on their channel as well, which I'm guessing is from this. I couldn't see if these guys have got a new album out. It doesn't say anywhere on their pages. Yeah, this is from a new album. But I guess it is. It's 2 new tracks, so I guess there's a new album coming down the line soon. This one's called The Narrows. It's got a lyric video to it, so not going to be as high quality, I don't think, as the last one. But you can't do that for every single release, man, because that'd be crazy. Here we go. Cool effect on the vocal in this one. Nice bass tone in this one. great bits on the drums as well. Yeah. Nice. No, it's not often you get blast beats in this kind of music. You never got it back in the day. So that's nice to hear. Nice. I enjoyed the energy in this one a lot. Really kind of just had, these guys remind me of that time. It's kind of, I don't know what you'd say, it was about 2003, 2004, I guess. There was a time when metallic hardcore and hardcore metal was starting to become metalcore, you know, and metalcore hadn't really kind of been defined as a genre at that point, but it was just starting to be, and you started to get the metal elements coming into hardcore, riffiness, chugginess and stuff like that. And it was a really great time for bands because a lot of bands were experimenting with those edges and trying to figure it out because it was fresh at that time. You know, no one else had done it really at that time. It was new, and there were loads of bands kind of bit this way, a bit that way with it and trying to work it out. And you're like, man, yeah, I like it. Some bands were going melodic with it as well. But man, I thought it was a really exciting time for hardcore and metal when those kind of two worlds did collide really nicely, and then we did get metalcore out of it. And these guys just remind me of that crossover time before we'd got metalcore, moving out from hardcore and metallic hardcore, when it was kind of in that in-between phase of when they were trying to work things out. I really loved it. I was there for it at the time, and I love to still hear bands like that now, even though it isn't that time now. You get transported back to those. If you were around at that time, you know, you get transported back to those moments, listening to even these modern bands as well. And you can just get straight into the groove, straight into the drum beats, feeling the energy. So you're just instantly on board with these kind of bands if you've lived through that time and enjoyed that time as well. So man, these guys just feel good to me, feel like home, and remind me of the good times, but also, you know, bring in their own stuff, bring it in a modern way, with a modern mix and stuff like that. I will say on this one, I would have liked to have heard a bit more chunk out of the guitars. The bass sounded great, the drums were really nice, loads of cool fills and spicy bits on the drums, which is what I want to hear as well. The vocals sounded great, but I thought one thing I do want to hear with this kind of music as well is chunky guitars. And because you can get super chunky guitars nowadays compared to back in the day, and I think the chunkier the guitars in this music, the better. Although these guys have got a bit of a post-hardcore element to them as well, working some arpeggios type stuff, which you don't want the chunk on those bits. But for the chunkier bits in this music, I would say just try and get the thickness out of the guitars as much as you can, because in my opinion, it suits the chunky, you know, stabby, chunky, chuggy riffs, I'm trying to say, not chunky, chuggy riffs, just come out nicely with a jin to it, you know, dope. So I'm really pleased that this band is we're sticking with the show 2 or 3 years down the line. Really, really dope, sounding better than ever as well, in my opinion. And hopefully these new tracks are just going to be off an album and we can start to hear some more stuff from these guys, because it has been a year since these guys have put something out. So hopefully they've been in the lab and cooking some up for us. Really high quality job on the video. I just want to say I appreciate that again so much from a band that's got 70 subscribers, but they're putting out as high quality videos that you could see on MTV or anything like that as any other band out there. Really, really nice. Super dope. So hope you're having a good day today, guys. That's it from me. Stick around because we've got great bands coming up this week. It's just high quality bands all this week. Really nice stuff in the queue. So yeah, we cannot go wrong. Give these guys a like if you like this kind of stuff as well, and they've transported you back to your heyday of music, or maybe you're just starting to get into this stuff now. If you have, there's a lot of good bands from the past as well that you might want to check out of this stuff. Because, if you're a Zoomer nowadays and you're only just kind of turning 17 or 18, you'll have never heard those bands from back in the day because you were just being born when they were coming out. So even if you like this stuff now and you think, yeah, this is really, really nice, you can go back and check a load of dope bands with this stuff as well. There you go, guys. Hope you're having a good one. Cheers. Bye.